Welcome back to you, my bread and butter pudding. I want to talk to you about what I'm doing. I've actually got some funds coming in, and it's coming in soon, friends. Within a day or two, I'm buying more Pulse and PulseX. And I mean, I'll call it, never saw that one coming. Yeah, that's it. Because I'm not happy with the amount of poop coins out there, friends. I'm just telling you right now, I'm not breaking the rules. I'm not breaking the system. I see 20,000 poop coins out there, okay? I have a friend in a channel. He bought the dog with a hat. I'm going to quickly show it to you as well. So this is a dog with a hat. So literally all they did was they put a dog with a hat. And just want to tell you, this is how unpredictable crypto is. So dog with a hat. They literally just put a dog with a hat. They put it on Solana. It did a 10,000x. A 10,000x. Now, I just want to tell you, did you hear about a dog with a hat anywhere? You probably didn't. All right. There are people who bought the top of this. And guess what? The top at 1,000x did like another 10x or 100x. They kept going up. Okay. So it's not that these things don't go up, because these coins do. The problem is who wins. It's the top 3 out of 100, the top 5 out of 100 every single time. So if you want to constantly be playing that game, go ahead. Okay. Now, why is this story sad? This story is sad and obviously happy for everybody doing 10,000x, but the developer dumped the coins, friends. So the developer, he's like, he made a funny coin, dog with a hat, just like the thousands of meme coins made every day. He sold his bags. The scum devs sold these bags. So think about the risk of that, man. Imagine, like, you're buying coins where the person who minted the coin, which anybody can do, they're gone. You see the risk in that? But that's why this got the reward, by the way. Now, see, why do I draw this to your attention? Go and buy every coin that's been abandoned out there and see how that works out. You already know deep down in your brain, something ain't right with that. These things, friends, they come with ferocity, but only at certain points in time. So it came on Solana because the Solana coin was going up. Maybe, you know, if PulseChain goes up, we already know, okay, maybe all the meme coins are going to go. Maybe there's going to be new meme coins launched. This is the speculation part. You can't carry a certain portfolio. You can't carry yourself through that. Okay, so for example, remember I told you, don't think about your investment in terms of like dollars. Think about it in terms of your salary of the year. So if you make it like a $50,000 salary and you have 25,000 in crypto, you have 6 months of your salary in crypto. So that's why it's powerful. If like, yeah, you're not going to make your 300x. But guess what, man? Making a 30x, that's juicy. Imagine, man, I just told you, you have half a year in crypto, friends, and you're able to make a 30x. You get 15 years of income. You pay probably a third of that to the government. There's 5 years gone. I know, that's just how it is. Now you're left with 10 years of solid income. Isn't that beautiful? 10 years where you don't even have to work. And then what you could probably do is do something safe with that. You could stake or buy property, or just do something with it such as you get like 5% yield. That's great. If you have 10 years of income in a pool of money, doing something in an asset, and you're earning 5% yield on that, well, you're earning 6 months. How amazing is that? Now, basically, 6 months of your year is covered. But you got to be in something where you have the higher probability, feeling, knowledge, research to actually get there, right? So yes, there's FOMO in these coins everywhere. You can sit here all day and doing it, friends. I'm just telling you right now, I've done the maths. It's just, yeah, you'll never outperform the top 2-3%, but I'll tell you right now, you will always outperform those bottom 97%. Well, you think they don't stop trading? You think they don't keep hunting? They keep hunting, friends. They keep clicking the button, right? See, if you're outside the bubble, you're not in it. It's so obvious to us. You go, okay, well, just literally, okay, now that's peaked, right, maybe, stop. They don't stop, man. They keep buying dips. They don't know about risk management, you know? So yeah, there's guys who turn like, you know, 2 grand into 50K. What, do you think their next punt is $500? Nope. They're like, okay, I'm going to slap 15 in something. Oh, and they take like a 50% loss. Now they've lost 7 grand. And then a few weeks later, they'll try something again. They'll lose another 7 or 6 grand. That's what happens. And now they're like, oh crap, man, I had 50, now I'm down to 30. They got to keep taking trade. That's what happens, friends. That's realistically over and over again. I mean, this game for too long. Man. This is just humans. You are your own worst enemy. I really do mean that. That's why I know it's funny enough. I mean, the hex staking system really does save people from themselves. Okay, but I'm not saying to do that or anything. But I'm just telling you. Okay, just yes, it really is true. That's why, you know, making a dog with a hat, the own developer, You know, like, and suck shit to this guy as well. This piece of trash scum went and made another coin to try and make more money now because he fumbled his bag as a developer, right, of that, the dev. So it's just funny. The community took over it. It is what it is. But what's going to happen from now? Well, you know, I don't know. Cat with a hat. By the way, they've already done that. So, but if you really want to know what's going on, it's a coin has pumped like Solana, and Solana people get rich. So what they do is they go disperse it and they rotate it around. Okay, it used to be just Bitcoin. Obviously, it started with Bitcoin, and it would flow cleanly with every other coin. It's not like that now. So that's what we might find if Pulse does like a 10x run. You're going to be seeing a dispersion of all these meme coins, but you're going to know, okay, that's the end of the run. Not, oh, it's time to get in and stuff. No matter what happens. Okay, yeah, you're going to need a reload for the next season. All right. So with my new funds, friends, I'm buying Pulse and PulseX coming in, and I just want to let you know. With 2024, there's going to be new coins. It's just that they're not here yet. But the thing is, I don't want to leave these in stable coins and just sit around. What? Because like there are like perma-bear cucks who are saying, your coins are not moving. Like, bro, you know, I've got other coins too. But if you want to know, I don't talk about all the coins I have because there are people out here, they spend all day, they find influencers, they find people with a voice on Twitter or whatever, and they just do cross-matching for portfolio matching, and they just get that person's addresses. That's what they do that. I'm not going to dox myself and go, I own this selection of 17 coins. They literally go find every combination they can do that, okay? And then they start front-running them, friends. They start front-running, okay? So, like, you guys, look, friends, I day traded, okay? I was day trading full-time for many, many years. I could see bots in the price action and how scummy they are. They're just front-running people and stuff. So, I just don't want people doing that. And guess what? They can find you. They go find you again. They can do this. So it's just, it opens up a whole can of worms. And I've already told you, the whole point, all right, once again, we've got to remind everyone, the whole point, baby dolls, of actually being here in the bear market, right, is to get the depression prices. It's so you don't have to rely on the lotteries. You don't have to. Sure, I am going to participate. I'm going to be doing IDOs. I'm going to be doing drift. Going to be doing all these ICOs, IDOs. I'm going to try participate. Yeah, it's going to be half of them going to rug, half of them hopefully do well. Hopefully we're early. We don't know. But that's this lottery, man. I don't want to play this cycle with a maybe or I don't know. I want to play it with, okay, sweet. I literally got 2 years to just keep buying and keep buying, keep buying. Just keep stacking your bag. You didn't need to sell the top, friends. Just keep stacking your bag. That's it. And when it comes to that's the only way you have a high probability of actually making out the other end. Because look around you, right? Look around you. There's people who are doing this trading stuff, buying up. If they really were onto something, would they even be doing it now? Most likely, no. They would have already made it, okay? But clearly, there's something going on here. So I'm just going to do 50-50 Pulse and PulseX. And I just want to remind you again, you don't have to do this, but you got your core coins. Now, I'm stacking Pulse and PulseX, but this new pile, it's still a lottery pile. So what I mean is, if hot new poop comes out next year, new seasons, or even ICOs, friends, that Pulse and PulseX, I'll be like rotating that in. It's just that I don't know when the ICO or IDOs come for paid, right? It's non-US citizens only, by the way. So, you know, I've heard there's like 1 or 2 projects coming next month. I don't even know if they're good, friends. Like, who cares? It's just, it's up to chance, okay? But that's what I'm talking about. Maybe by the time February or March comes, maybe Pulse and PulseX, maybe they're up like a 2x. So that's why the opportunity cost of just leaving money in stable coins, it can be big as things just keep moving up slowly over time. You don't really see it day to day, but month to month to month, they slowly gain. And I'll be rotating from that, you know? So for example, I might be like, okay, and I've won a certain amount of tickets. For example, or you find, let's say you find some coin and you think, oh, I really believe in it. And like, let's say it's really small market cap. Okay. And you're like, okay, well, maybe your portfolio has 100 million Pulse. Maybe you've got that and you think, okay, well, you know, I'm going to put, you know, just 1 million in this or 500,000 in this. And you just, hopefully it goes to 10x. Maybe you get like 5 million back. Okay. Obviously I'm using really conservative numbers here for a reason because it sounds easy to just do it. But in reality, everyone gets destroyed. Everyone gets destroyed, friends. I'm just telling you, yes, there's 1, 2, 3 winners. We hear about them. They're on YouTube or they make a Twitter. How I turned this into this. The people are getting skeptical now. Everyone knows insider, you knew someone, you had a group, or it was a massive fluke. You know that, okay? There's 10,000 coins, all right? So that's what I'm doing, okay? But this new stack, just to remind you, yeah, it is from the, it's going to be added to a lottery stack. and we're just gonna be playing around, right? Now, obviously, I'd love Chainlink, but it's just not cheap enough. And paid is still pretty high. So I can't just go out and just keep getting paid, okay? So paid, up here, we just zoom in. Paid, yes, back down here, 20 cents. You know the game, man. It's just, don't trust these friends. I know, look, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, all right, I own paid and I'm staked. I have every incentive in the world to tell you that this is cheap. I'm just telling you now, it ran up and I'm just, look, getting a 40% from the top is not cheap in crypto. Not even 50% is. If you're buying 50% retrace from the top, you've only got like one chance to make your pop up. And you're a scalper there. You're not even really trading. So, all right. If you're asking when I'll buy it, I don't know. If it goes down here or something like, but it's not even, who knows? I don't even know if it's going to go down there. I'm just drawing charts on lines. I'm staked in this. I'm just rolling the tickets. So I can only tell you what I'm doing. I know it's tough, friends. It's tough. That's I don't like this lottery game chance. That's why, see, I'm getting stressed already thinking about what if you miss it and what if you buy, then it drops 60%. Now you're really wrecked. I don't like that game. Buying in the depression, that's why I feel better. I feel better. Yes. All right, you want to drop Pulse and PulseX another 50% from me, I'll buy it. Right, I want someone capitulate 50 billion Pulse, good. I'll literally buy it. I can't say that about this other stuff. I can't. Other people, yeah, they can, but it's tough, man. So once again, look, I know what people want to do as well. I told you this would happen, by the way. See, if we go back to my beautiful chart, I told you, in this zone here, you just go full on core. All right, full on 90% lottery, 10% core. No, sorry, not 90% core, friends. 90% core. You got to remember that. 90% core. Of course, got to pump some music as well. Just quickly pump some music for us. You stack your core positions. And then during this, so this is the first phase. During this middle phase, this is where people in the middle start to diddle. All right. In that phase, you can stick to your core. Now, I didn't know what was going to move first, what was going to move last, how they're going to play out. I was hoping, and so was everybody else, that, for example, by the end of this year, we were hoping that Pulse was like 5x above day one sack. We're hoping it hit 10x, come back to 5. That's what everybody was expecting like 7 months ago. Unfortunately, everything's absolutely decimated. PulseX is minus 80% down. So that's why when we're going off the numbers before, we're like, okay, if this happens, then our world looks like, well, you know, let's say you sacrifice 10 grand. Sweet, you might be up 100K. So you don't need to worry about pumping around in poop coins. You don't need to. But you know how the cookie crumbled, got decimated, ravaged, Richard AFK, you know what I mean? Like he's not streaming, everyone feels leaderless, the prices are down. So you're dealing with a scenario where, look, just the price targets have to be lowered. And the way to think about it, friends, it's exactly like the economy. You know how people are feeling poorer and poorer because assets that they can't touch are going up, and real world economy stuff, everyone's feeling poorer and their wages aren't catching up. What are people doing? They're more desperate to chase bigger and bigger, more risks. So it's actually happening in like PulseChain, for example. Well, you're seeing all the other coins out there. Everyone's getting rich. What are people coming in to do? They're coming in to go, hey, I want to buy the meme coins on PulseChain, right? So they're going to go, I'm taking super risk on the real risk. And it is what it is. Like you can't blame them though. I know as maxis, you need the religious priesthood where you can't say, oh, golly gee, don't touch the meme coins. Look, you can't blame them, man. Like they're in the core position. The core positions got destroyed. So I know, friends, but I'm just telling you, I feel your pain. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm taking the perspective that they're wrong. All right. I'm taking the, what's the difference between me and you? Okay, not you, friend, but you know, the people who are coming in for this ultra degeneracy. So if someone has 10 grand, I'm noticing they're like, hey, give me like 20 memes, $500 each, bang, 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 each one. The perspective they should be thinking is, hey, why are people selling off Pulse? All right, they're weak Soyboy cucks, and PulseX as well, and Hex. Okay, is there juicy upside if I get it? Well, you never really know that, but you'd think buying blood is way better than buying on the tippy top of weak hands, okay? But, you know, once again, we're not here to judge anyone, but I know the feeling. It's just that I'm taking the other side of them. I'm saying they're wrong. I know it's crazy, contrarian, but I'm just saying, oh, you know what you're doing. You literally have no idea what you're doing. This thing is real DeFi. You can download the files. It was funny. There was, I don't want to call this person a cuck, but their back is a bit, It's a bit hunched. It's a bit hunched. And they probably drink room temperature water, by the way. They tried to poop on the PulseChain and Hex community saying, oh, you have to download your files now, man. I was like, what are you talking about? That's like one of the greatest things ever. And I'm like, oh, he looked at the red candles. You see, friends, that's it. It's like, well, there's a red candle there. That means everything about you sucks. But that's why it's also induces like a drug effect. When the candles are green, everything you do is like godlike. All right. That's what I'm doing, friends. So look, at the end of the day, look, I'm not even going to touch on this topic too much, but you can trade these other trash coins, but you need to be here all day. All right. Do you guys have 12 hours a day like me? You don't. Okay. I'm not paying attention to them because I know from the last cycle, I know what wins, man. You know what wins, friends? Just I'll be honest. What wins was grabbing your strong core coins and going super giga turbo long in them. I can't tell you this. Okay, enough. Even if, look, I know this number's low. Even if you're in a coin and it only does a 10x at the end, but you're like really, really, really convicted, will you feel like, you know what, man, I can put my whole year's salary in this. Now, don't do this. I'm just saying, if you're really convicted, that's just a 10x, by the way, a 10x. You will go way further than these meme coin play around people. Way further. Because they will not dare to risk 1 year of salary in anything. Okay? That's the truth. So your level of conviction and concentration is super important. Obviously, don't do it. If there were all these other mad chains around, they're not, man. The prices are too high. You can't think... Unfortunately, in crypto, we know tech's a load of BS. Most of it doesn't matter. So you have to think of, okay, which price am I getting? That's it. Am I buying it cheap or expensive? Oh, no, that's the $1 trillion question. But buying at the tippy top of green candles, man. Like, I've read friends there, people... Okay, if this guy's watching this video, honestly, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to make it. All right? You know who you are. This dude came to one of my posts. He actually said this with conviction. He said, this is injective protocol, by the way, friends. Okay, this dude actually said to me, injective protocol, after going on a 25x run here in a straight line, he now said it's going to do a 10x way before PulseChain even has a chance of doing a 10x. All right. So you see that type of thinking, and like obviously, like look what he's doing. Okay, look, he's just doing. If I change it to a monthly, it's what he's doing. Like, holy gee, you're telling me that this coin, after it's done 4 green monthly candles, by the way. Look what it did, friends. I'm going to tell you something. Look what it did in the last bull market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then dropped. All right. We are now in 4 green giant monthly candles. And now, with all the confidence in the world, you're trying to say, me buying Pulse, I'm stupid. Like, you see, it's the drugs talking, man. It's literally illicit substances talking. Now, I hope it does, by the way. I really hope it does, because that'll be another $30 billion protocol, and there'll be a lot of poop coins on the ecosystem, and it'll be a mania. But just to see that conviction, I'm like, oh, that's a dead man. That's literally a dead man walking, dead man talking. See, you see, friends, that's how it is, okay? Am I buying it cheap or buying it expensive? That's the mindset you got to have at the end of the day. I'm going to keep adding to my bags, but I just got to clarify again. What I add in, it's actually in the lottery portfolio part now. I'm happy to let go of it. It's just that I had to look at all the coins, and there's 10,000 plus coins. And I'm like, man, I don't have any belief in any of them, and I'm not breaking away at it. Baby dolls, please look around you. You know, Ethereum did a 50x from the low to the high last cycle. You know, Doge did a 220x. You know, Cardano did a 150x. Do you know Bitcoin did a 20x from the low to the high? All right. You see all these numbers? Now, I just threw these numbers, the best winners, right? I've morphed your brain like, oh, look at these numbers. So you probably would assume, all right, everybody should be at least 10x richer net worth from 2020. At least. Nope. No, they're not. They're poorer. They're poorer. They've missed the gains, or they break even. You see, they're not 10x richer, friends. So I just want to tell you that. That was it. What are they doing? They're trading and they're moving around to the trash poop coins. So you got to reverse engineer that. Who actually won in the last cycle and then the cycle before that and cycle before that? People who just bought strong core coins. Buy from pessimists, sell to optimists. Okay, now I'm not saying, for example, now when I say something like that, yeah, maybe Injective keeps growing. But man, you sound really optimistic for a dude who's buying at the top of a 25x candle run. You know what I mean? And then telling me that my thing that's literally 50% below its effective ICO price, you're telling me that's never going to move. You make up your mind, friends. I know what I'm doing. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Don't forget he loves you. Catch you soon.